Oops, wait, I like this thing. Boom! And I know it makes noise, but I can't hear it. It's funny, isn't it? Good morning, everybody. I know. I am on at a different time. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is not my normal time, obviously. I'm usually on in the afternoon. So, today I decided when I got out of bed this morning, my guides were like, you should get online. And I was like, but it's so early. It was 6 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. But anyhow, so here I am. It's not 6 o'clock. Hello! Donna Cloverhouse. Hello! It is not 6 o'clock. It is 8 o'clock. And I've been on the phone for a while with my BFF in Michigan. So, but I decided to listen to my guides this morning, which is really funny because normally I argue with them and I'm like, gosh, don't you know what time it is? And I've got so many things to do. And they said, yeah, but you know what? What would be much more fun? Wait, that's poor language. What would be as fun as getting online with all these wonderful, incredible people? And I went, oh, okay. So here I am. We will be doing some readings today. I am going to go out this afternoon. I'm only gone on for a little over an hour. I have to go to the LEMURIA shop and pick up some crystals that I impulsively bought the other day. I should have bought several of those deals that he had. I really should have, and I'm going to talk to him when I get there about that, because those would make great giveaways. Wouldn't they? Just like, you get a crystal, and you get a crystal, and you get a crystal. I want to talk to him about it. Look at how much money we've sent your way. It's 2:06 there. Yeah, 2:06 in the afternoon, 8:07 here. 8:06 or 8 or whatever. And the bed's been made, the laundry's been done, the dishes have been done, trash has been taken out. I've counseled friends. I've sat and talked with friends. This has been a busy morning. So I figured I would get on because when I go to get the crystals, it's going to be a little later on in the afternoon. I know I told everybody I'm going to go live every day at 2 o'clock this here, which is 7 o'clock Central. And I'm probably still going to do that. But I was hoping, I was hoping that we could rent a kayak there, because I was in Haleiwa. They have kayak rentals to go up the river. Well, I was like, I want to go out on the Meredith. Good morning, Meredith. I wanted to go out on the ocean. Well, the last time I was here, Sam and I were joking about taking a kayak out on the ocean, and we were laughing about, like, there's no shark attacks here, and you get a crystal. And the next day, we should not joke about stuff like that because it's not funny. Because the next day, a shark attacked a kayaker, not a kayaker, he bit the kayak and then took off. So, you kind of go, well, I'm not sure that's for me, but I really do want to do that. But what I found out, yay, you got a notification. Awesome. What I found out was the most active place for sea turtles on Oahu is the river right there in Haleiwa, because the sea turtles swim up the river, get this, to eat all the grass, and they're right there below the surface, and they like bump into the kayaks and everything. They're right there, and I'm so excited. So I don't know that we're going to make it there this afternoon, but we are going to plan to do it on a Wednesday or a Friday before I leave. So and that is what I hope to be doing this afternoon. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Janet about it before we leave. I love kayaking. We went down the Missouri River when we lived in Montana. We did that a couple times. We had a sturgeon jump right in front of our kayaks. I think Sam just about died. He just went to nirvana, and it was the most amazing. Oh, you had a woman was killed in Maine yesterday by a shark. That's horrible. That is horrible. Lots of respect for the water, absolutely. And I know that there's big sharks here. They track them around here. We don't have a lot of trouble with them, but you can just walk the shore and find man-o-war jellyfish just sitting on the shore. No. So I have a lot of respect for the water here, just so much. to the point where I will maybe put a foot in it. I'll stand and let the surf touch me, but I'm not going out in the water. The water crashes. There's a lot of riptides here anyways. So anyhow, so I hope everybody's having a fabulous day, and I'm going to share out just a hot second here because, you know, I am not normally on at this time of the day. And of course, do I come on prepared? Absolutely not. I need a secretary. Secretary. You know what I need? I need construction. No, I need not construction. I need a pattern. What is that called? A schedule. I need a schedule. That's what I need. I'm working on it though. A little here and there. I've actually started doing blog. I got a blog going. I think the first one. Ooh, stop! I think the first one went out today. I'm not sure. I have to look at that. You understand that Archangel Ariel helped maintain protection between wild animals and humans. I will call on him. I will. I forgot what I was doing. Hold on. Oh, there we go. It's early. It's early today. I want to go horseback riding, and I want to go horseback riding, and we'll see if it happens in the Jurassic Park, Kualoa Ranch, where they taped a lot of Jurassic Park. And it's a 2-hour horseback tour. They just give you the horse to take out and go ride. And I'm thinking, really? You're just going to trust your horse with somebody? But, you know, as a horse owner, I'm like, but I think it would be a lot of fun. And you walk right down the valley where they go and they recorded all of the dinosaurs, you know, of course, the fictional dinosaurs, running around. So either that or ATVs. I don't know. I really would like to get on the back of a horse, but I'm not sure yet of what I'm going to do. Anyhow, I'm sharing. I'm almost done. I like that group. Okay. Yes, and I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody on their troll patrol. We have been getting structure. That's it, Carol. It's early. And I've had my cup of coffee. I need another. The troll patrol has been on point. Thank you guys very much. We have had a couple trolls, and what they do is they get us right when we're in the middle of sleeping, and it's early in the morning for you guys, and you guys have been blocking and banning him, and I really, really picked that. I appreciate all that, and letting us know who they are, because they go through, and I don't understand. I don't know what group they're coming from. They have to be coming from a specific group. So I don't know where they're coming from, but they're there. They're there. Never click on them, you guys. Never click on them. Not because I worry about anybody going someplace else. That's not it. I don't want anybody to, you know, call me, I have a message for you, and then all of a sudden they're telling you that you have a curse put on your family 5 generations ago, and I'm the only person that through divinity can release it. Blah, 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 blah. Trust me, I've gotten them. It's ridiculous. Okay, doesn't it sound like fun, Meredith? Get on a plane. Cheap flights, man. At least Phyllis said they've been seeing great whites off of Long Island in New Jersey. I saw that there were 4 great whites someplace the other day, and I thought that was strange because sharks are very individual, I thought. But 4 great whites, I don't know. That sounds like no. Okay. Probably that free readings group. You know, I have no problem doing free readings. This is like my favorite part of a day. It really is. And I have no problem doing this. It's just those trolls. But everybody takes care of them so well. We don't have troll issues. We don't have troll issues. Okay. Okay, so let's see. If everybody could share one time, that's awesome. And here is the link to the online membership where we're doing classes. The class that comes out on the 1st, we have a healing session with Sam come out again on the 1st. And then on the 5th, we have an interview with Tammy Manzo of North Node Venus Astrology. She's amazing. You guys have already had it recorded, and it is ready to load up. I'm editing it. And let's see what else. Then after that, I know I have it set up here someplace. Hold on. I have it set up here, the schedule, because I wanted to be prepared. Oh, there we are. Oh, guys, and then after that, on the 9th is the ice calcite crystal class. We actually have ice calcite in, so during that or after that class, if you guys want to buy a piece of it, I can't wait for you guys to feel the energy that rolls off of this particular crystal. It is just absolutely amazing. If you're not part of the membership, it is worth just being in the membership to get into that giveaway. It is really, truly amazing. Now, if I head to the beach today, I'll also be doing a healing session that I'm going to put up on the membership as well. So that's just a little bonus. We try to add bonuses up there again. Okay. All right. Moving on. I appreciate you guys sharing. I'm looking. They're coming in to feed the seals. Huh. I like seals. That's one thing I do love about, at least they track them up here from Florida heading north. They're cool to watch their patterns, however they are coming in closer and more frequently. You know why? Because supposedly there's less people in the water right now. You'll bring your own kayak? Bring it, Meredith. I really do. I want to head up the river. Okay, so let's do some readings. I am just kind of having fun on here today. Are you and Sam selling the ice calcite personally? Yes. I don't have a link for it yet. Mr. Fry has not gotten that far. I will show. I'll show it to you though. I'll show it to you. I have no problem with that. He hasn't set up the link. And I actually haven't even looked in the boxes. So the ice calcite that he has, of course, this is the ice calcite we're giving away. It is that large. It is big. This is the piece that we're giving away. Very regretfully, we've become attached. You know, we have a personal connection with this now. Kingman, Arizona. Yeah, love Kingman, Arizona. Awesome. Great minds out that way. We have a gold prospecting claim out that way as well. But this is a piece we're giving away. It's a wonderful, wonderful piece of ice calcite that Sam has been doing multiple healing sessions on. And you guys can see those on the membership. And then these are the pieces that he is. Oh, it's a gorgeous piece, you guys. Don't tell him I showed them to you. If he's online, I'll hear about this later. So this is one of the pieces, and he bought the optic ones. He bought the optic ones so you can actually see through some of these. But these are actually what they used to. There's a Norse legend about them called the Sunstone. It was really interesting, but there's quite a few pieces there, and I'm going to open the other box too. Don't tell him. I'll get in trouble. Whatever. Let's see. Ooh, that's a pretty piece. And then you can see. So he has some nice pieces here, and he has some smaller pieces for, I don't know that I'd put it in a pocket. But that'd be interested wrapped. I don't know. So yeah, he has some he's going to be offering for sale at different prices, and he'll do that the day he does his ice calcite class, and then they'll be offered afterwards as well. Oh, great. It is called ice calcite. I just love this computer. The dogs tried to eat. Oh, look, today's card. The dogs tried. I was trying to get it to focus. Okay, there we go. Card for the day. Gratitude. Grateful for abundance. Live in appreciation for everything that we have. Let's see if it'll keep focus. Keep focus. Keep focus. Keep focus. Yay, we're focused. Awesome. It's ice calcite. So it is a really, 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 really pretty piece. No, that's not the Lemurian. You want to see the Lemurian? Look at it's Crystal Show and Tell. Crystal Show and Tell. I'll grab the Lemurian. Oh God. Okay. Okay, Lemurian. This is my personal Lemurian, and yes, Caitlin, that is the sunstone, and that is the type of stone that they used to use to the Vikings. Absolutely. So this is my Lemurian because I obviously needed to overdo it. And it is a beautiful, beautiful piece. But if I took it outside, you could actually see the rainbows in it. It's called a Diamondita Lemurian, and there's nothing but rainbows in it. It's really quite beautiful. So this is my Lemurian, but the one I'm going to get today is like this because I have it for, I'm making pendants out of them. Okay, moving on. So everybody, hi. Let's do some readings. Oh, you talked about the sunstone? Is that what you're talking about, Meredith? The sunstones or the Lemurians? Yeah, we did some research. Sam, these classes that Sam's doing, he's doing a stone class, an in-depth stone class a month. It'll correlate to the stone he's giving away next. Okay, so this piece here, this large ice calcite piece is the one he's giving away within the membership. You just have to be a member by August 31st. Okay, it's $11.11 a month at the base. There's three levels, and we did it this way because we like to teach, but it's more affordable because normally my classes are $40 a month, $10 a class. So the 11-11, you get all those classes and the meditation and the healing session and put into the giveaway. So we're trying to make it easy for everybody to get involved in this. And the giveaway is just our thank you. So that one's being given away September 5th. That's for the whole month of August because we started in July as just a bonus. And then September's giveaway is rainbow fluorite. And trust me, it'll be beautiful. I don't have it yet. Sam picks beautiful stuff, inexpensive stuff. Okay, moving on. Okay. I'm glad you like the classes, Shirley. I have so much fun putting them together. Once I have them together, I'm like, okay, this is the thing. I'm getting ready to put up a new meditation today as well. So that is something that'll be put up in the group today before it goes out to everybody else. So moving on. It's interesting. We have a lot of YouTube people here today. Awesome. Okay, sharing is caring. I'd appreciate it if everybody shares. So let's go. Let's do this again. Everything we talk about can be found at My Mystical Life right there. MyMysticalLife.com. You can find our newsletter there that gives you the classes and everything else we do. Okay, readings and stuff like that. Okay, let's do some readings. Juliet McDonald's. Now, just know, you guys, if I scroll down and you feel like you got missed, just know that I go up and down through the feed. I don't just go straight down the feed because my guides tell me when to work with somebody in particular. So I will go up and down as I'm reading. Juliet McDonald. Juliet McDonald, I don't know if you've had allergies or what's creating this feeling of loss of breath. But I just feel like it's almost as if I ran too much, or I'm not able to catch my breath, or I understand. Okay, thank you. They're also talking about some of the things you do in life. You're extending yourself out there so far that it's just hard to feel like you can ever catch up on some different things. So make sure you're taking time for yourself, because if you are working too hard and you're not giving yourself a moment, you're weakening your immune system as well. Don't do stuff like that. Make sure you're taking the time for yourself. They also want to talk about the lavender. Make sure you're using some lavender, good essential oils in your home. I rarely talk about essential oils. So for them to actually come forward with that and say, this is something you could need to help relax the energy in your house because your house energy feels a little wonky. I would say go ahead and get some really good essential lavender oil and just diffuse it through the home. Make sure it's safe for your pets. I'm not really good at essential oils, so Meredith Tyler would know if that's acceptable for pets, I'm sure. So that's what they want you to know is bring it down a notch, relax some energy in the house, relax your own energy. Don't extend yourself out so much that you're making yourself feel stressed and sick. Okay, moving on. Obviously, we are going to have, that must have cost a fortune. Oh, we're not going to talk about how much that Lemurian cost. Thank you. That Lemurian is called a Master Lemurian. That's called a Master Intergalactic Lemurian, and it's named the Dolphin. It's the Dolphin. It's really quite a beautiful stone. Thank you. Let's go with Joanna Ordonez. I'm assuming because it looks like it's got a teal day there. Okay. Ordonez. You have a lot of guidance around you. I want to say that you actually are very protected as well. I get a profound sense of needing to ground. Your guides would love it if you would just go outside, put your feet in the grass, put your feet in the sand, put your feet wherever, do some gardening, and bring in some really good we're going to talk about produce. Bring in some, and they're specifically talking about like tomatoes. Whatever vitamins you get from tomatoes is something you need to boost into your system. So they really want you to, I don't know what vitamins are in tomatoes. I have no idea, but they're showing me tomatoes. So if you don't like tomatoes, make sure you're trying to boost the vitamins that come from that. I'm not sure what they're talking about. They're also talking about clarity of thought. You need to be writing things down. If you have thoughts that are just like, oh my gosh, it's gone, I can't keep everything straight, make sure you're making lists and writing things down, because there's going to be something that you're going to let slip your mind here coming shortly. Like in the very near future, there's something that's going to be really important. It's going to be an appointment or something. It's going to slip your mind and you're going to feel like, oh man, I can't believe I did that. And it was super important to attend. So make sure you're writing things down and putting things in your schedule so you don't forget some really important appointments. Don't know. Diana Clark. Everybody, if you haven't liked My Mystical Life, please go to My Mystical Life on Facebook and give us a like. If you go to mymysticallife.com, that's where you find all our information. And this is where you find our online community. We actually have an online community in addition to our classes. So it's a place for you to be able to go out and, okay. Go and talk rather than be out on Facebook. We have a private Facebook group for this as well, but this is more for us to be able to have a private conversation and not be censored in any way. I don't know. Something like that. Okay, moving on. Use a good, great essential oil. This is from Meredith. I know she uses essential oils all the time. Not the cheapest you can find. Yeah. You know, there's a difference in smell between a good lavender and a cheap lavender. Cheap lavender smells dirty. It smells really like dirt. Not like dirty, but like dirt. Don't smell very good. Oh, okay, moving on. Terry Patry. Good morning, everybody. And I say morning because here it is a brisk 8:30 in the morning over here in Hawaii. Terry, I'm supposed to pull you a card. I have my cards in my hand, and I'm trying to use them less because I kind of started using them so much that I didn't have as quick a channeling. You can tell when I'm channeling because I start to talk. Of course, all reading is channeling, everybody. Everybody on the face of the planet can do what I'm doing. Everybody. We all are gifted. But channeling, it depends on how you pick out information and how well you allow it to flow through. And so when I get it with the cards all the time, they are like, oh, you don't need us that much to channel that much information. You can tell when I'm channeling because I start talking really fast. So, and this is for Terry. You know what? This is about self-love. This is about loving your journey as well. And I know it says kindness, but I'm actually reading more than what's in the card. So it's about kindness, but it's about loving your journey, loving where you are, finding kindness for yourself and kindness for others around you. But it's also about kindness to nature. I'm not quite sure what they're talking about. It's almost like they show you taking a butterfly and releasing it. And that butterfly would also have to be an animal totem for you as well, where you have new things coming into life where all of a sudden you're going to have aha moments. And they're going to be tiny aha moments, but that's okay because they'll build into one big, larger aha moment. And you'll go, oh my God, look at that. That's so amazing. And all of a sudden you have this awakening of a new vein of something that you're interested in. So just make sure you're on the watch for that. And it could be something that has to do with colors. That's why they're showing this butterfly in this really beautiful blue. And it has to do with the throat chakra as well. So it's going to be something that's going to be said to you or you're going to talk about. Hope that helps. Okay, moving on. Well, let me breathe. Okay, let's see a little bit. Interesting. A little bit, I would like you to be watching the ground. I feel like you're going to find something on the ground. I have no idea what you're going to find. And it may be something valuable, but it may be something to think about as well. So I don't want you to think of something as of value as always being money. I want you to think of it as thought-provoking. It may be something that you find on the ground or close to the ground, because they show you looking down and picking something up and looking at it, and it's sparking imagination and new ideas and new thought processes for you. And I can do this, and I can do that, and I could do this. I almost feel like it might have to do with education. So it could be, I don't know, maybe something you see from a college or a school or something where there's a new line that just breaks off into your life and you go, holy cow, I would be really good at that. I really would be great at that. I don't know why I see you teasing hair. I have no idea, but I actually see like the inside of a salon. I don't know what you plan to do with your life, but that would be part of a creative side for you, for makeup and hair and all that. And if it's not a profession for you, then it would be something that you would do on the side for fun. So just know that they're talking about, it's the weirdest thing I'm going to say today. Watch the ground for it. I don't know. All right, moving on, moving on. Lycopene. Oh, is that what it is, Meredith? I see. Meredith is like a wealth of information. I miss Meredith when she's not on here, and I know she is super busy, but not everybody's getting the notifications when we're online. So make sure you go to My Mystical Life and click follow, and hopefully the notifications will work. But I'm going to be online Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 7 p.m. Central. That is my goal. Today, if I'm online at that time, I will be at the beach, y'all, and you guys get to sit by the beach with me because it is going to be gorgeous, and we may go seashell hunting. We may go look for sea turtles. I know it's a horrible life, but it's the one I'm given. So I'm rocking it. Okay, let's move on. Let's see who we are talking to. I like that. Linda Champagne says, when I'm out hiking and I see a rock or stone that doesn't belong, I always pick it up and take it home. So you just do that with your stones. Absolutely. That Lemurian stone was not an anticipated expenditure. Oh. Potassium. Okay. Hi from Oklahoma. I feel like you're going to get a sign from somebody that's passed away probably in the form of cardinals today or tomorrow. So if you are seeing cardinals, just know that it's somebody that's passed away that is going, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Just know you're supported. I'm here. I love you. And they also show, I don't know, what? Broken flip-flop. I see a flip-flop. I have no idea why I see a flip-flop, but they're talking about a broken flip-flop. I can't tell you any more on that. I don't know. Maybe a flip-flop will mean something to you. I have no idea. Because I'm going, why the hell do I need to tell about a broken flip-flop? Just do it. Okay. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, moving on. It is Crystal Barkley. Crystal Barkley. I know you guys, if you haven't seen me on, it's because I'm usually on later on in the evening because I am in Hawaii and my 2 o'clock is your guys's 8 o'clock over on the East Coast, or 7 o'clock Central. And I just happened to get on today because my guides were bossy. I hope that helps, Joanna. So Crystal Barkley, whatever it is you're doing, you're on the right path. I actually hear the song One Foot in Front of the Other. And they're also talking about nature spirits and awareness. I don't know. Is there something astrological that's coming up, you guys? I have no idea. I've got to get with Tammy. I'm making an appointment with Tammy from North Node Venus Astrology. And is there something astrological going on? Oh, I also want to talk about your heart chakra, girl. Make sure you are finding enough love for yourself. Okay, not just trying to give love to everybody else. If you can't generate it for yourself first, it makes it harder to love other people. Sit down, find your soul center. Go to mymysticallife.com. I have free meditations for this on this, guided by, it's all channeled Archangel Metatron on finding your soul center. You need to sit and find a little bit of peace within the heart so that you can actually start to share out that love that you should have for yourself. That's all about a big circle. And they also talk about you guys having some things to say to you, and they're actually chatting to you in clear audience, and they don't feel like you're listening. I actually see one banging their head against the wall, kind of like that meme we see. So make sure you're paying attention. Hope that helps. I thought I shut that off, but I guess I didn't. And ooh, she's gonna say I gotta silence that. Hold on, because she's gonna message me back. I know. Okay, moving on. What's Rada? I love my cards too. I love my cards. I find that I use them for a crutch if I start using them too much. Shotgun cards is a different story. If we're doing like really quick cards, that's a different story. But I do prefer to channel spirit totally just, and if they say draw a card, then I draw a card. So I kind of go with what they want me to do. And it creates a stronger channel for me. So I do love my cards, though. I do. Let's see. Melissa Lessick. Don't forget, you guys. Don't forget, I scroll up and down in the feed. So if you just got on and you're like, oh, she's all the way up there, don't think about that, because I will be up and down, popping around, and my guides tell me who to read for. Yep. Okay. I was trying to decide whether I was going to cough and scare everybody online. Melissa Lessick. Has anybody seen that Monk commercial where the guy coughs and Monk throws his computer away? It's hysterical. Okay. Doesn't take much to amuse me, especially like even in the morning, you guys. I'm super cheery. It's crazy. So Melissa Lessick, I want to talk to you about an animal totem. Animal totems are guides that are from the other side that come to help us on our journey in this lifetime. This is a permanent animal totem for you. This is one that comes across and says, I have signed on from the very beginning and I will be with you to the very end. And it is a wonderful, wonderful animal totem. It is a horse. And it's quite interesting because normally I see either white, black, or gray horses to kind of show their transitional stages on where you are in life at the moment. But they actually show this as an Appaloosa horse, which is the spotted horse from Native American culture. So just know that means to me, that's them telling me, hey, you have a Native American background behind you in your past lives. I also want to say that it's more than one. Your soul actually likes the indigenous cultures of the planet. So you've got a lot of older past lives that go back into your Akashic records. Akashic records are a record of everything you've ever done, seen, smelled, tasted, touched in your whole entire life, past, present, and future, all happening at the same time. Very mind-boggling. If you guys have never had Akashic records done, it is quite amazing. I do Akashic soul tapping. I'm a shaman. You don't hear me talk about a lot of the things I do, but I am a shaman. I'm a Reiki master. I'm a Diksha oneness giver, blessing giver. I do all these. I'm a hypnotherapist, blah, 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 blah. There's a list. And, but I do soul retrieval within the Akashic halls, and that's called soul tapping. And it is bringing back trauma, these fragments that were traumatized in past lives. You know, when you have a car accident and you're like, oh, your head's ringing, and you have to put that aside. You have to put that moment aside and still get back in the car and drive, even though you don't want to, because you may not feel 100%. That fragment is what we leave behind, and that's what shamans do, is they go back and they pull those fragments back. I'm not saying that you have them, but this kind of segued into this conversation. But we all have fragments. Don't get me wrong. We all have fragments. We're dropping them off all the time, all day long. We're dropping off soul fragments. Little bitty things happen, and we go, oh, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with it. There's so much we're doing right now that we're creating fragmentation with crises and everything. We're not even going to go into what's going on in the world. And but what I do is I go into the Akashic calls and go for past life information. I do it within trance, where I take somebody into trance and maintain their trance level, and then I step into trance with you, and we actually walk together into trance and do soul retrieval, where you get to sit in your own Akashic calls and watch me healing fragments and bringing them forward for you to reintegrate into your soul. That's a different thing. That's called soul awakening. I only do one of those a week because those are big heavy hitters. Anyhow, You can go to mymysticallife.com and find all that, guys. But I love working in the Akashic halls. I work with Saint Germain and Archangel Metatron within the halls, and it's just my favorite thing to do. It really is. Okay, moving on. Sorry, I kind of rambled. Here's the link to the online group, you guys. We are actually going to be doing a class on Akashic records in September. So if you're interested in being able to access your Akashic halls, that is where you're going to find that class. I won't be offering that out on regular classes. I'll be doing most of my classes that are offered on the membership group. We also have, what else do we have coming up for next month? We just did Ancient Lemuria, and grounding is coming up. And in addition to Tammy Man's, we have just a lot of stuff coming. Okay. Moving on. We are really proud of the membership group. We wanted to be able to put a whole lot of information out, available, affordable to a whole lot of people. So that is, the classes are $11.11 a month. 4 classes, a meditation, and a healing session at 4. That's the base. And at $11.11 a month, less than 2 cups of Starbucks coffee, you guys. Energy healing, we're going to be offering energy healing of that class next month as well, but that's going to be a larger module. It's not going to be within that. It's going to be where you can take it at your own pace and then questions and answers about it. Monica's guides. I would love some clarity from my guides. I've been thinking of starting my own small business. Should I start right now or focus on getting a new job first? You know, they give me a yes, but they're talking about multitasking. So if you can start on a smaller scale with not a huge investment, that would be better. And they're talking about multitasking. They want you to look at it differently, restructure the way you're thinking about how you can start, and look at, because it'll double your prosperity. Also, make sure you are listening from within your heart. Find your center, do meditations, and your guides are sitting there waiting to talk to you within meditation. Moving on, moving on. I'm reading. Yeah, you know, the meditations that are on My Mystical Life are all channeled. They are Metatron, and then I have one from Buddha, and I actually know that I'm going to do another book from Buddha. And I'll tell you what's really interesting about the one with Buddha. I was meditating every day. I was being really great. You know, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I meditate every day. You know, we're all human. We have things that we have to do. We have things that get in our way. And that's why I teach, because you know what? We are all perfect for what we have to do at any given time. Just because somebody else may meditate every day doesn't make them perfect. It just makes them, you know, that person that meditates every day. So don't slam yourself for that, you guys. That we are all on our own perfect spiritual path. And if we're not going as fast as we want to go, then you just have to slow down and realize that maybe you're pushing yourself too hard. Don't ever slam yourself for not doing something like that. But you know, when we are working with our guides, I actually had Buddha come in, and I was just shocked and surprised and humbled and just wowed. And that meditation in particular, I channeled while I was sitting here talking to him outside the gates of Life Between Lives. And that's where we sat, was right outside the gates between Life Between Lives. As I'm talking about this, I can just feel the pressure of, hey, yeah, that was, you know, let's do it again. And I might have to do that, because actually I'm getting a little pressure on that. But I was surprised to sit there and do that, because the energy that comes between, and I call it a gate, but it's actually kind of a portal. And to sit there and feel that energy and know that there's so much knowledge and so many people just on the other side. It was truly probably one of the most humbling things I've ever done in my spiritual journey. So that one I highly recommend. And I'm actually going to redo it, and I'm going to sit down with him again and do that. But it was just truly amazing. Truly amazing. That's on mymysticallife.com. You can find it under the meditations tab. I'm so grateful for you, Lisa Gomez. You're so patient. You're so patient. Oh, moving on. There's tons of new people here today, you guys, which I always appreciate. And I pull, I kind of pull it according to what my guides say is there. And what to pull, to who to give information to. So if I'm scrolling through, just know that it's not me ignoring you. I am always going to go. Hi, Shannon Sargent. That's right. I forgot that Caitlin's your niece. I never hold information like that, Caitlin. It's not that you're forgettable, honey. Not at all. So just know that I pull on who my guides say to pull for. And that is the way I always do it. And no matter how many times you comment, I mean, I'm going to pull who they want me to pull. So, Raidun Raiden Haves. Okay. Haves. I think I said it right. Hi, any advice on what is in store for a creative project I'm about to finish? Your guides say don't finish. They say bring it to completion, but always expand on it. Always bring more creativity out, because I think this is not the end of it. They show your creative solar plexus, like just really, they're talking about the passion that goes into some of the things that you do. Make sure that you don't go, oh, it's finished. It could be that there's another leg to this. There could be another idea that comes from it. I'm not quite sure what they're talking about, but they're showing me like a line of demarcation, but then it continues on as well. So don't consider it complete or finished and totally done. I would like you to think this piece of this is done. Let's create more. Keep creating. And they're talking about it being a prosperous thing, that's going to be a needed thing for. Let's continue creating. I hope that helps. I'm glad, Monica. I'm glad. What if you can already see your Akashic records? This is from Vedra. What if you can already see your Akashic records but are having trouble with understanding what you're seeing, hearing, and feeling? That is where you lean on your guides. That is, you are trying to put that connection together, connecting the dots, putting the pieces of the puzzle together. You know, when you stand there and you can see your Akashic records, it is almost as if you can create a tie to that, where you can, and this is what they're showing me for you, almost as if you were to take your hand out and put your hand on the shoulder of the person that you see from a past life and transfer information. Everybody's going to do it differently. And that's what we teach. Everybody does this spiritual thing differently. You cannot have one teacher tell you exactly how it's going to work for you. But your guides say, put your hand on that, you know, in your imagination. And I say in your imagination, because that's where your intuitive gifts lie, is in your solar plexus, in your imagination. And everybody worries about your third eye, but boy, let me tell you what, you gear up that imagination, you start doing work with color therapy, things like that, and your intuition pops in. So really rely on what your guides tell you to do. Even when I'm doing soul awakening, when I bring someone in for soul awakening and they're in trance and I'm standing there with them and I have a fragment, and it's so amazing because within trance, I say, can you see this fragment? And they say yes. Because we have given them permission to engage their imagination. And then when I'm done doing the healing, I say, okay, take their hands. Can you feel their hands? Yes. How amazing is that? They can grab their hands and feel the hands of the fragments that they left behind in a past life. And then I encourage them to chat with them and discuss some, you know, whatever issues they might have had, and then they fold them into the soul. So everything is possible within your Akashic calls. Just giving yourself permission to do it is the big deal. It's a big deal. Give yourself permission to go a little further. You love that I'm my own infomercial. Wait, I know, right? I should have these little videos that play my own infomercial. But wait, there's more. For $19.95 plus a free shipping. No, wait, a separate shipping charge, which is probably like $30. I have my own infomercial. I'll have it. Okay. Scrolling through. You can even hear my little mouse go. Let's see. General reading for fiance's career. He's in California. Dindy. I feel like it's gonna, you guys, I'm never gonna always just tell you the fluffy. It's just not the way life goes. We don't always have fluffy. I feel like there's gonna be a drag and then a raise and then a drag and then a raise. But the thing I do get is it's going uphill. So that's a good thing. Always aiming the intuition, always aiming the manifestation towards there will be no problems. Everything is going to be perfect. We are going to be prosperous. We are prosperous. We're living in joy. Manifest positive all the time. And just skip over those moments where you feel like, I don't know. No, just always going to be prosperous, always prosperous. Have everything we want. Want, not need. Never ask for what you need. If you ask for what you need, you're only going to make your bills. Always ask for what you want, even if it's a Maserati. Okay. Moving on. We have a Maserati in the driveway across the street here. I'm like, overachiever. No, they have a Maserati dealership here on Hawaii, and there are a lot of people that drive Maseratis here. Not me, but yeah, nice. Okay, moving on. Katerine Gonzalez. Okay, hold on. I see tulips. Not only do I see tulips, but I see you actually growing tulips. So, oh God, I'd be lying if I told you I knew what the tulips meant. What I do see though is you actually going through the process of planting the bulbs and digging the row and planting the bulbs and watering them and watching them and watching them grow, and the pride that comes in actually that creation of something so beautiful. I also want to say I feel like this might have something to do with somebody that has passed away, where they were somebody that cultivated something. So they're talking about, hey, bring in something beautiful. Make sure that when you contribute to the world that you're contributing beauty, and don't let the thoughts and thought processes of other people influence the beauty that could be within your soul that may be getting attachments to other people's emotion. I understand. So this person's talking about you being an empath and being somebody that is easily influenced by other people's emotions as well. So grow a beautiful garden and don't plant other people's seeds is basically what she's saying. Grow your own. Moving on. How much is they? How much are what? Oh, we talked about that. Okay. Once again, this is the link to that. You guys can find all my links down here. Wait, right here. I'm getting good at that. It's reversed. That's why I'm saying I'm getting good at that. At mymysticallife.com. You can find us at Facebook at mymysticallife, and on mymysticallife.com, on Instagram, YouTube, stuff like that. Okay, moving on. This link I just put up there is to the online membership where we do online classes. So the online classes are, I'm going to just say, I love doing them. They're so fun. And we have an online community. We are a wonderful group of people. Wonderful group of people. I hope, good. I'm glad that makes sense to you, Katerine. I really am, because I was like stumped. Sometimes, you guys, I will give you messages and I will have no idea what they're actually talking about, but they're like, this is what I want you to see. I want you to pass this on. And the only thing I can do is fall into my guides and say, all right, guys, I'm going to pass on what her guides say and what you guys say. And if it's accurate, then it's on you. I'm divorced from the outcome of this. And you know what? That is how you really move forward, I believe. When I first started to do that, my guides were like, Oh my goodness, she had an aha moment. She got it. And that came via a 2x4 from Archangel Metatron, where he actually kind of pushed me to get online and say, and because as intuitives, and especially budding intuitives, because like I said, everybody on the face of the planet can do this. Everybody. It is not hard. You would be surprised how easy it is. And when you start to learn and you start to get your footing into it, it's difficult to divorce ego from outcome. They're so tied, because your ego is what gives you that, oh, I hope I'm right. I really hope I'm right. And I used to be there. I used to ride there, and I wouldn't do this. This is something I wouldn't have done. And then I woke up one morning, and I had been talking to Metatron in that twilight before waking up, and he's like, do you trust us? And I said, well, yeah, you're like my guides. Of course I'm going to trust you. And he goes, then go online. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I trust that. And he goes, what do you don't trust? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And he went, but it's not about you, is it? And I went, oh shit. And that was one big, huge aha moment for me. And it is an aha moment that's available for everybody. We all can talk to our guides. We can all get this connection and answer our own questions. Answer our own questions. And we actually had a student in class last night, and she was like, I want to get a reading. And I'm like, but this is why you're taking the class. I want you to do it yourself. I want you to be able to answer your own questions. So, I hope that she takes my advice on that, because yeah, I'll do a reading for you, but I would much rather teach somebody to do it, because that is where your best information is going to come from. Moving on. Okay, moving on. Yeah. Yeah, that was an aha moment for me. Boy, let me tell you what, that was a big, big moment. Leslie, I want to tell you that we added Renee to our community. He's somebody that is a friend of yours on Facebook, and a really nice guy, really, really nice guy. Okay. Caitlin, we should do a question and answer without reading someday, so we can ask questions. I'm totally up for that. We actually are doing that on the membership too. We have once a month, we have a question and answer, a live question and answer that we're going to be doing. But yeah, I'm totally up for that online. I love to help people on their way and figure out how to take care of themselves spiritually, which is so important. And how to figure out how to navigate their messages, because boy, is that everybody's so diverse in their messages, and it's just beautiful. Okay, moving on. He's from another spiritual group. He's a very nice guy. I did a reading for him. You just got a call for an interview. Yay! I did a reading on Renee yesterday, and very. I can't wait to see what he does. He's very interesting. Is there a way to look into what you were telling? I'm very connected with my feelings of the past. The Akashic Records, is that what you're talking about, Melissa? Any idea what you should be working on? Organization, Meredith. Your guides, like jump up with organization. And I know you know that. But that's where they are. That's where they're at. The Akashic Records, I have to tell you guys, I've never taken a class on the Akashic Records. I started to work in the Akashic Records with my guides spontaneously, and I have been doing so now for probably 4 years. But Leslie, I am trying to work here. I was so cute. I'm not trying to work. She's like, I have a lovely bunch of coconuts. I am going to bring in some coconuts. Okay, back to the Akashic Halls. Squirrel. So The Akasha calls were something that were brought into me by my guides, and it was amazing, and I can help walk people there, and that's why I'll be doing the class that I'm going to be doing. I don't believe is going to be like any other class out there, because like I said, I've not taken a structured class on the Akasha calls. All the information I bring across in this Akasha class is going to be 100% from spirit. 100%. I will walk you up those steps and sit you down in a chair. It's really kind of amazing. But the Akasha calls are, they, the Akasha calls are so diverse in their information that each person has their own Akasha calls within what I work with. And when you go in there, there's so many different ways to get information. You can do it on pictures, you can do it, and I use a Dewey Decimal System and big, huge monitors, and there's so many different ways to do it. But I will tell you, I love you, Leslie. I will tell you that the way I first accessed the Akasha calls is through the ancient Lemuria, and that's where they reside for me, is within my ancient Lemurian meditation area. Also, they have to do with extraterrestrial, because they are a collection of information that has been held because of the fact that humanity loses things so much that they became aware of, okay, these are the star seeds that we've set down in the original human plan for Lemuria. Okay, there are star seeding plans for other groups of people as well, but the Lemurians were aware that they were going to have a short time on the blip of humanity, and knew that they needed to collect their information, and that's how the Akasha calls started for the human existence. And that's just a human existence. I know that there's halls for extraterrestrials. I can see them, but I cannot access them as efficiently yet as I can the human experience. So I have, like, 2 or 3 times since I've been in Hawaii, though. I've been over on the other side of the hall, which was really cool. And I mean to tell you, it's hard for us to be able to pass along that information, because if it's not our experience, we don't have that collection of references. Okay, so when I'm in a extraterrestrial past life and I'm looking and I'm like, okay, well, the sky is pink and there's 3 moons. I don't understand what the hell's going on, but okay, that's different. But it's harder for us because we have to be able to have references, and we're going into a whole deeper water, and just once again going deeper into dropping into our guide's arms and saying, I trust you, and I'm going to allow you to show me things that I have not had experience with. It's amazing. It's amazing. Head to the pool, man. Go have a good afternoon. I'm so glad you got a job offer, or a job interview. You like coconut in your lime? I like rum in my coconut. Just saying. And a little lime. Oh my gosh, now I have to watch Practical Magic tonight. And I know, Erin, I need to set up the watch party. I will do that. I will do it. I had to take time this morning and get online. My guides told me to. So they were like, you should get online. And I was like, oh, I don't feel like it. And they're like, oh, no, you need to. Okay. So here I am. Leslie, message me, please. If you could just drop me a message, say, hey, you wanted to talk to me. That would be fabulous. Okay. And I'll remember what it is. Okay. You're going to head back to work and get organized, right, Meredith? Okay. So, Jen Stenger loved that. She loved that. You guys know that there's so much to talk about. I mean, really, that's why I get broken off into discussion. There's so many things to talk about. Life between lives is amazing. And very often when somebody passes away, they will remain behind to watch their memorial, or they'll come back to see their memorial. They'll come back to check and make sure that everybody's okay. When there's really a lot of emotion, a lot of either grief or happiness or confusion. That is what draws them back to us to come back and help us. So when you have an occasion like you're talking about, imagine she's already going to plan to come back to see her memorial, yet it's added so much joy to it as well. So you've created a whole new thing that she can feel better going back over to the other side about. So that's really amazing. I love that. I do love that. It is beautiful in Hawaii. It doesn't suck. No, it doesn't suck. My favorite thing to do is step out on the porch, because we have a little lanai out here, and the diamond doves in the morning are there. These little tiny little doves, and they sound so beautiful. It's my favorite thing, and I'm just going to record it so I can hear it when I go home, because I do love the diamond doves. Oh, and pineapple. You're never going to find pineapple like you find over here. Nope. They cannot cut pineapple ripe. So when you're eating pineapple over in the United States in the continuous 48, you're getting underripe pineapple. So here at the Dole Plantation, they cut it ripe and sell it in the stores. So it's so much sweeter. You can't put it in a brown paper bag. You can't ripen pineapple any more than when it was picked. So you're always getting underripe pineapple over there, which makes it very fleshy and very hard to bite. Over here, you put it in your mouth, it just melts. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm trying to keep limited on it because it is so much sugar. Yeah, Hawaii doesn't suck. Okay, guys. You know what? Since Hawaii doesn't suck, oh, they have good ones in Puerto Rico too. I've not had any in Puerto Rico. We didn't get that far in Puerto Rico. We just went over to go Christmas shopping, and it was a lot of fun. We went to this huge mall over there, and the taxi driver was insane in the membrane. Okay, but we had a lot of fun there. But I didn't have the pineapple, so I'll keep that in mind. My brother has a house over on St. Croix, and if I'm over there, we'll have to head over. I've not been to the rainforest there. I've only been to, matter of fact, I didn't even go to downtown. I didn't go to a historic town either. We just went over to go Christmas shopping, so we were like close to the mall. Have you been to the Dole Plant? It's closed. The Dole Plantation is closed to the point where I want to go get out and I got the wrong driver, man. You're not kidding. You are not kidding. We were saying a lot of prayer. At the Dole Plantation, they have rainbow eucalyptus. And if you guys are not familiar with rainbow eucalyptus, it is this big, beautiful tree that the bark sheds off in pinks and purples and greens and yellows and oranges. It's stunning. And I want to pull over and take pictures of the eucalyptus, because I try to take artistic pictures, and so we have things to hang in the house of places we've been. And I'm afraid to, because they have security sitting right there, because it's so close. It's closed. But you can get Dole Whip down here at the ABC store, so it's all good. Anyhow, you guys, so I am going to let you go because I have to go to the crystal store. I know it's a hard life, but it's the one I have. So I'm going to go to the crystal store, and if I head to the beach, I will take you guys to the beach with me, but hopefully I'll be back by 2 o'clock this afternoon. And if I am, I will be online. If not, it'll be a little bit after that. But I am committing to, oh yeah, wait till you see the pictures of the rainbow. I will get them today. I'll get the pictures today. Even if I get chased off by security, I'll be like, please. But I will be getting online and reading Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays about 7 o'clock Central Time. So, and if I'm at the beach and the seals are there, I'll get some seal pictures, because I absolutely love when they just plop up on the beach. No, I will not touch them. I cannot tell you. Okay, we have a troll. Look at that, guys. We have a troll, and let me block him. There, he's gone. Where did they come from? I don't know what group they're coming from. I got him though. Yeah, I have a lot of people when I share pictures of the seals asking me if I went up and petted them. No, they are a wild animal. I'm not going to go touch them. Oh, you want to know prices on the Super 7? The Super 7? Okay, this, I will tell you, this piece of Super 7 here cost me about $30. Super 7 is not cheap, but it is, boy, let me tell you, if you see me holding it and I'm reading, and that's why, because it is amazing. It is just, I'm sitting here holding it, I can feel energy. It's amazing. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? But yeah, I'm not going to go touch the seals, and I'm not, are we going to have a sing-along? The troll's still here. I got him. I thought I got him. They inbox you, please block them from seeing you. I don't see him. I don't see him. I think you're the one he got. You're the one he got, Brittany, when I saw him. Okay, but yeah, I'm not going to touch the seals. I'm not going to walk up to the seals. If you see my, I've had people really question me on this because they want me to do it. They want me to go touch the seal. I'm like, no, those bite. He's still posting. Hold on. Give me a second here. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go get with the troll. I'm going to go have troll talk. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Have a good afternoon. Find joy. Be blessed. Yeah, I'm going to go take care of, see what I can do. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Bye.